Well, tonight we're going to have pork loin, cheese potatoes, and green beans. And so I thought I would show you how to do the cheese potatoes because I've got so many good friends that make a big deal. They did many years ago make a big deal about the cheese potatoes, and I had one son next to the oldest that just recently passed away, and that was one of his favorites. So this is in memory of Lanny. Anyway, I was in the middle of making the cheese sauce, and I happened to think, I need to video this. So anyway, I can just tell you how I do this because you're not stupid. I get 2 cups of grated up cheese. It's better to do it yourself than what you buy because that you buy has this stuff on it that keeps it from melting really nice. So anyway, 2 cups of cheese. I've got cheddar and Monterey Jack. That's what I had, so that's what I used. You can use any kind you want. And then 1 cup of milk, and then I used like a half of a teaspoon of dry mustard and a fourth of a teaspoon of paprika. And now put that in a pan very, very low and just let it melt. And you can even put it in a small crock pot if you want to, because you know we're all RVers here, so it's probably just easier if you put it in a small crock pot. But you've got to stir it on a regular basis so that it will cream together. So anyway, and it ends up making 2 cups. And I peeled and quartered up some potatoes. And they're done. I don't want them to the point of wanting to make cream potatoes with them. I'm going to drain off a lot of the water, not all of it. I just leave a little bit in the very bottom. And let me dry this off here. And here are the potatoes. And then, I didn't tell you about the butter. I put 3 tablespoons of butter in there, and then here's the rest of the butter. And I'll just place it in here. And then you'll add the salt and pepper of choice, however much you want to add. I just sprinkle a little on top of each. And you can always salt and pepper more later, but we just let the butter melt. And usually I've got it room temperature butter, but I didn't do it this time. But here's the sauce that I made up. And since I screwed up a while ago, I'll tell you again. 2 cups of shredded cheese, 1 cup of milk, 3 tablespoons of butter, and then half of a teaspoon of ground mustard and a fourth of a teaspoon of paprika. And that's all it takes. And then I will let this all melt and cream together, and then I have cheese potatoes for tonight. And then in another video I will show you how to do the I've already forgot what it is. How to do the meat, pork loin. Yes, there you go, Renee. It was a pork loin. Anyway, so there you go. There's your good old cheesy potatoes. So my husband will be happy about that tonight. So I hope that helps. It doesn't take very long. You can also make that cheese sauce up ahead of time and just stick it in the refrigerator and use it when you get ready. You can have it for macaroni and cheese. You can have it for cheese potatoes, whatever you need some cheese sauce for. I use that instead of Velveeta. Velveeta isn't real cheese. So anyway, hope that helped. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.